Clubs Day. All right. So, Queen of Clubs is, let me tell you about that. Just real fast, service in the communication fields, good intuition and organizational ability. All right. So, that's the basic meaning. Dealing with some form of knowledge and information, right? She has much power and authority. With the feminine receptive energy, nurturing, right? So I'm just gonna be honest where I'm at on this, right? So today I'm here. I'm thinking about communicating and definitely nurturing the collective with conscious elevations through spiritual messages and things like that. So that's what I'm bringing today. Now, the thing that I'm actually working on is my organizational skills, my organizational abilities, because I'm really trying to organize a lot of my information and how I'm going to put this community together, because it's happening. It's definitely happening, right? Art of Organic Wellness, definitely coaching, definitely on IG. Organicwellness.art, that's the website. I'm putting that together now. But I'm here with Mystic Mabel. We're going to be dealing with that energy today, that nurturing organizational abilities to effectively communicate in a nurturing capacity. That's the energy. Now, I'm going to put a read on that today, okay? And it starts off with the Ace of Swords. So we're talking knowledge, we're talking truth. Oh, I love it already. That's the Ace of Swords, right? And that's like, And then we got Six of Pentacles. So we're talking about sharing something of value. Could be money. Like I said, it could be information. It could be valuable information. Information where it could have some monetary weight to it. And the King of Cups. So somebody who is in control of their emotions, who knows how to love, right? And so, with the King of Clubs, right? Because it's a king, it gives me, it's giving me the feel of not only somebody who is of an authority, and because we're dealing with the mind today, and then coupled with this love, right? It gives me like a consciousness feel, like a feel of elevated consciousness, even like loving from a consciousness perspective. You know what I mean? So this is like bigger than personal love here in the future. So some truth, bring forth some kind of sharing in the current energy. Could be sharing of knowledge, but definitely value, and leads to an elevated consciousness in regards to loving from a consciousness perspective. All right, so let's just clarify this Ace of Swords. And we already have the Ten of Cups, which is like, and the Eight of Pentacles. So that energy with that Ten of Cups, right? The Ten of Cups is like fulfillment, contentment. So it's like knowing something's all good and working on it, right? So knowledge, love, hard work. So somebody was working on some idea that could have been, now this idea is like total total contentment. Like this is a dream. This is maybe, it could be an idea about your dream work. But what it does is it overflows your cup so much. It gives me the idea. It gives me the feel of overflowing into the collective, right? So this idea feels, while this is personal contentment and all of this hard work has been put into this in the past. So this is an idea put in the work. Somebody put in all this work, and it's a lot, and it's a, here we go. Whoa. This is the Lovers. So this could be, this is a union here. This could be a couple. This could be a couple who was working hard on this ideal love, this contentment. Maybe getting a message about this. Let's see. But here we have in the current energy, sharing wealth, sharing value. And that's a 10 of Swords here. So now we're talking about a new thought process. So this is like a new cycle where there's an old mindset that was lost in regard to how we're sharing this value, this money opportunity. And there's an 8 of Cups here. Definitely. So like I said, there's an end of a cycle and the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is like walking away from something that didn't work. So when it comes to this value and sharing, there was a mind shift. There was a challenge that shifted the mental perspective or the challenges at hand around an investment that had to be abandoned. And here we go with the 9 of Cups. So it's like, because this is this 9 of Cups is this is like a spiritual elevation. This is like love from a higher perspective. It's not, wow. Okay, wow. So someone had to abandon some idea, to walk away from something, to build themselves up, and from a higher perspective. So it's kind of like with the Lovers in the past. What I'm getting is with this Lovers situation is possibly having to the Lovers is giving me a more tangible feel, where here in the current energy, the love may have elevated from the body space into the mental space. And here in the future, because I'm going to get a clearer idea on this, in the future with this controlled love, with what I was already sensing to be some sort of elevated love, we have the 6 here. Now the 6 is, it has to do with the exchange of pentacles here, right? So this is about, this is all about emotions and work. And here we go with another sword. So this is a 7 of Swords. So this is like a, while this is could be spiritually led, is definitely has an anti-confrontational feel about how this value is going to be distributed, where love is just, the love is for the collective and not from a personal aspect, with the 5 of Pentacles having a new dimensional way of looking at the value. It could be money, it could be business, it could be information, because we're talking about swords. There's only swords in love here. It's swords and cups here. There's only thoughts, challenges, love, and work, right? There's no passion in this. So so in the beginning, there's an idea. There's an idea about contentment and working in this Lovers aspect, which gives me the bodily feel. So it looks like someone was enlightened and elevated out of their physical self from their point perspective and how they're maneuvering in this world, and they're starting to, in this real time, distribute or move their own value in a different way, like where you're investing your power with new thinking, because something closed, because the old thinking, this new idea in the past, it might have worked in the past around how to love, what contentment was, working hard, right? In a Lover's dynamic. The Lover's dynamic could be integrating your lower and higher self. It could be you connecting with the gods, God, the divine spirit, right? Integrating that and moving differently in how you work, closing a chapter, walking away from, with the 8 of Cups, walking away from an old system of loving and entering into this new higher elevated space of love, which is kind of like tapping into the love for the collective, right? And that's what I was getting with this king, because he loves from a controlled space, a space where he can be objective, where the emotions are still there, but I don't have to act on them, right? And how I'm giving, but I'm giving. And that's like the Six of Pentacles here. So there's sharing under this new mindset with this is working alone, right? This Seven of Swords is not having competitors, because I choose not to. I'm going to take all my tools. I'm going to take yours too. Not stealing them, but I'm going to remove them off of my obstacles. So this could be, I might not be having conversations with certain people that are contrary to my plan, which is more than enough, because we got that 6 and that 5. We're talking 11. We're talking about a ordained path of wealth and value being disseminated into the collective, and it's going to be no fight about it, because I got this love here for the collective. I know something, it was given to me, it was a gift, shifted my whole mindset in how I'm actually living, working, loving, and it put me on I had to walk away from something, some idea, and I'm thinking it's ideas. And so maybe in the beginning, what you thought was your happily ever after, you lost that. For it could have been anything. It could have been a new mindset. It could have been a higher purpose, because all of these cards suggest an elevation of mind. Yeah, every last card here is suggests the progression of this read is someone moved from a body space to a spiritual space, and how they assess value and distribute their value into this world. And there might have been, if there was someone else, not this King of Cups, because this King of Cups is not having it. They already seen the vision. They're strong enough and emotionally controlled enough to use their own discernment, their own discernment, and they're protected. They're protected. Yeah. So this new information is out here, y'all, on this Queen of Clubs day. So this is the message. This is the story. Somebody who had to shift gears. We're talking mindset and teaching and distributing this new thought, this new way of living, this new value system, right? While loving from a higher perspective, loving from a divine space, right? That's the energy today with Mystic Mabel.